This is really weird. Tucker Carlson was talking about something in Don Lemon's kitchen. I haven't seen this. I wanted to see what this was about. Seems very weird. My ad blocker seems to just, it's like, oh, here we go.
Mr. Don Lemon is a cable news host on our competitor over at CNN, and most of the time he talks about cable news host type things, what the Royals are up to, how a commercial airliner might have flown into a black hole, you know, the news.
Is that really what Don Lemon's show is? I mean, I don't really watch any of this stuff, but is that actually what Don Lemon talks about? It seems unlikely.
But Don Lemon is, most importantly, more than that. Don Lemon's a civil rights leader. And just the other day, he spoke to the Washington Post about
Is that even true?
his feelings on civil rights, and he declared, you may not be surprised by this, that America is a racist country. Quote, "We're living in two different realities as black and white people," said Father Lemon. It was interesting. We read that and we thought, well, here's a guy who makes millions of dollars a year for presiding over a show that is failing. That seems like a pretty good deal. But like so many,
Hasn't Tucker lost so many advertisers that Fox is out of pocket on his show? Like, isn't Tucker's show losing money, but it's good for Fox because he has ratings, but they don't have advertisers?
Lemon is also a victim, a successful victim. And so we asked, on the victim scale, on the scale of, say, Meghan Markle to Michelle Obama, just how oppressed is Don Lemon? What is the different reality he is forced to live in and as a black man in America? Well, we did a little digging, and here are the details. Don Lemon lives in a $4.3 million home in Sag Harbor, New York. No.
Why would you even say the city he lives in? Like, Sag Harbor is not that big. I don't even, why would you even do that? There's, without a question, based on the number of threats I get, there's no doubt that Don Lemon gets a ton of threats. Like, why would you even do this story?
He does not live in Section 8 housing. He lives in one of the whitest towns in America. In fact, 80%, Sag Harbor is just 3% African American. Now, in the interview, Mr. Lemon said America needs to see more people like him. He regularly lectures America about diversity. What he didn't tell the Washington Post is that in his free time, he runs away from diversity. His reality
Didn't Tucker move to Maine when the pandemic started?
is that he doesn't like diversity at all. None of them do. But here's the most troubling discovery about Mr. Lemon. Now, you have heard from the White House, from the president himself, that white supremacy is a lurking threat. You might not always see it, but it's...
Oh, I mean, I'm guessing that this will be a critique, that there's, you know, this white face, black face, what is that, like a salt shaker or something in his kitchen. Come on, this is so stupid. I mean, it's, you know, I do think that it would be different for a white person to have that in their kitchen than a black person. Although in either case, you could plausibly argue that, like, it's a relic from a different era and it's a reminder. Like, I could see as a black man that Don Lemon would be like, this is a relic from another era. I have this in my nice house. I now have the nice house, but this is a reminder. Like, it just seems so stupid.
Always there. Like Russian spies, white supremacists come in the dark of night in the most surprising form. They're shapeshifters. Now, we're not calling anybody a white supremacist here, but you have to ask yourself, I'm going to put this on the screen now, what is this symbol of hate posing as a cookie jar?
This is painfully dumb.
Doing in Don Lemon's kitchen. Do you see that? That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a white supremacist QAnon cookie jar. Now, we're not calling for the Department of Justice to look more deeply into this because that's not our place. We're a cable news show, not a law enforcement agency. But let's just put it this way. If you find yourself with a blackface cookie jar in your own kitchen, it's time to reflect. That means you, Don Lemon. Hey, Sean Hannity.
That's really, really dumb. I mean, painfully stupid. I guess it's a cookie jar. Okay, fine. But that is really, really dumb. I don't even feel the need to say much. It's not, yeah, it wasn't exactly a slam dunk attack on Don Lemon. Bizarre.